You're tuned in to Control Talk Now, your control news of the week with Ken Smyers and Eric Stromquist.
Welcome to Control Talk Now! Hey! Here we are! We're in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
The myth, the legend, the man from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the one, the only, Ken
Talk Now.
Smyers.
I'm here with my co-host, the man, the myth, the legend, the control man from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Ken Smyers.
Thanks, guys. That was a nice surprise.
Okay,
Hi,
so
from
hey, our first Control Trends contest. Again, I'm Eric Stromquist. This is Ken Smyers. First person that can correctly identify the four people that are part of Ken's fan club in comments, first and last name and companies they're with, I'll send you a really cool flashlight. First person in comments, first, last name, and the two companies that are part of Ken's fan club. Okay, Kenny, we're starting off another week of Control Talk Now. Our sponsors this week are, no hint, EasyIO and DG Logix. Both these guys signed on. They're our first two platinum sponsors for the 2013 Control Trends Awards that will happen in New York City at BB King's Club. Thanks very much, guys, for that. As part of being a platinum sponsor, you automatically get 8 sponsorships of Control Talk Now as part of the deal. So again, thanks to the guys at EasyIO and DG Logix. All right, Kenny, big week this week. What do we have up first?
All right, Derek. First up, we had, are you playing Russian roulette in your boiler room? That was a good post that you put in there. And why don't you tell us a little bit about that? And what's the story behind rebuilt controls? What's the problems there?
Yeah, there's a big controversy about rebuilt controls, boiler controls. And I think it sort of stems from the fact that, boiler controls are not that complicated. I mean, they're electronic devices or electromechanical devices. If you got a soldering gun, and a little bit of skill, you can repair those. So what sort of has happened over the years, Kenny, is in an effort to save money, a lot of these industrial manufacturing plants or people that use boilers will see what it costs to get a legitimate Honeywell or FireEye control, and they'll get these rebuilt controls. It's usually the purchasing people that'll just say there's such a difference in price that they go with the rebuilds. Okay, so here's what you need to know about that. If anybody other than the manufacturer touches it, meaning if anybody other than a Honeywell on a Honeywell control, Siemens on a Siemens control, FireEye on a FireEye control, actually touches that control, guess what? You void your UL warranty, your UL approval, okay? Hey, don't take my word from that. Touch base with your local Siemens, Honeywell, or FireEye rep. They will confirm that. Okay, so let's put it in perspective what it really means. So you're a maintenance guy or a maintenance engineer or a project engineer, and you know you need to upgrade your boiler controls or replace something on them. You send the request into purchasing. Purchasing sees they get a much better price for a rebuilt control. They buy that control, and heaven forbid there's an explosion, okay? Maybe there's some death. Well, the first thing that happens with that is the inspectors come in. They're going to look at it, and guess what? As soon as they see that that's a rebuilt control, the UL warranty is voided, well, that pretty much gets the manufacturer off the hook because they're not guaranteeing something that's rebuilt. Sort of gets your insurance off the hook, so guess what? Unless you've got a real honest purchasing agent, they're probably just going to point at you and say, hey, Ken, why did you choose to use that non-UL rated control? So unfortunately, ignorance is not a defense in these cases. There have been cases like this, so buyer beware. The other thing that goes on with this, Kenny, is that when you get a control from FireEye, Honeywell, or Siemens, all the parts are top-notch. They're all good. When you get a rebuilt control, maybe they go in and they just repair that one part that's bad, so you have parts with different age levels on them. So it's just really, really a bad idea. I would encourage you guys to read that post. They make reference to code in there, and you just can't be too careful with that.
Well spoken, Eric. Just in review, the new burner controls must pass rigorous safety and operational tests to receive important industry certifications. And UL, CSA, the Canadian Standards Association, and CSD1, as well as ASME. All right, next up, Eric. They call it EasyIO for a reason. Tell us about that FG32 and what does EasyIO have to offer our Control Trends community?
Well, EasyIO is our friend Mike Marston. I like to call him the mad scientist, and Lim, I call him the beast master. But EasyIO has been around for a while over in the U.S. They make a DDC controller. It's perfect for a small facility application. You actually program it with the Sedona framework, so if you've got Niagara Workbench, you can program it. So the regular EasyIO controller has been around for a couple of years. They're getting ready to introduce their new control, the Beast from the East, which is it's a powerhouse, Kenny. They have so much power on that and so much flexibility. So Mike was actually in Atlanta along with several other vendors for our contractor day. He and Lim were in, and the Beast from the East, it looks like a really cool controller. So what are your people saying about it?
Well, we're anticipating training in July 25th in Pittsburgh, and we've got a lot of people signed up and ready to take a good look at it. They call the FG32 a paradigm game changer because it makes the whole application installation easier. It's not, and it has a lot of bells and whistles to it already inside. So the software for programming's inside of it. So you basically power to it, connect to the internet, and it's serving up information into the enterprise level.
Yeah.
2 processors, quick, fast.
Well, listen, we are going to keep tracking that release to the new Beast from the East on Control Trends, so stay tuned for us for that. Mike and Lim, they're kind of like rock stars. Mike's an ex-Tritium guy, ex-Honeywell guy, so is Lim. So these guys have been around the industry for a long time. Mike is one of the few CEOs I know that actually get down and program the stuff and make it happen. But those guys have been on the road. They're both based in Thailand. They've been traveling the world for the last 3 months, so they're kind of like rock stars. In the post, we sort of laughingly say, hey, coming to a city near you, be sure to touch base with your local automation distributor and make sure you get Mike and Lim in to show you what they got.
Right now, next up, Eric, we have the product review of Siemens EcoView. Siemens is putting their size and strength of technology into the small to mid-sized building application markets. The EcoView is to control schedules, HVAC, lighting, offering an 18% reduction to energy bills and return on investment in less than 24 months. What do you think about Siemens coming on board in this light commercial building solutions application market?
I like the controller. I actually saw it at Controls Group North America. Craig Diller did a presentation for us at CGNA. It's not a new control, Kenny. It's been around. Siemens actually bought this company. They've had it through their rep side for a while. Now that it's coming through distribution, they've added some more bells and whistles to it. It looks like it's very easy to set up and configure. Probably perfect for the, maybe the mechanical contractor or the service contractor that doesn't want to get on board full steam and, with Niagara and all the investments made with that. It looks like it's going to be a really, really good controller, Kenny. We'll sort of have to wait and see. We're going to go to training on it here very soon. We can't wait to get our hands on a demo, and once we get our hands on a demo, we'll probably video a demo presentation so the Control Trends community can check it out. But hey, if you've worked with the EcoView at all, and any of its reiterations, please respond in comments. Let our Control Trends community know what you think about it. But they really had this targeted, and when it was with the other company, they did a lot with fast food restaurants, so they have experience with that. But it's perfect for the small to mid-sized light commercial building. That's the market they're going after.
Once again, EcoView is an expandable cloud-based energy management tool, and it's going to be available through distribution. All right, Eric, next up we have ASHRAE Giant Series with first featured was Willis Haviland Carrier, the father of air conditioning. Well, what we're trying to do with the ASHRAE Giant Series is we're trying to bring positive attention and recognition to our industry. I mean, these guys not only were they geniuses and made a big economic impact in their own rights, but they actually changed the course of our American, the productivity of inside buildings, the building design itself. It led to the growth of the Sun Belt. Okay, Eric, the last post was get ready for next tax season now. Appliance upgrades to consider from the U.S. Department of Energy. Control Trends is committed to spread the word of DOE and the energy valuable updates. So if you missed the energy efficiency and renewable energy tax credits for 2012, you can still take advantage of them in 2013. So please go to the post and review the list and see if it applies to you or someone you know, or as a contractor, you can pursue that line of business.
And then, Kenny, today we posted part 2 of HVAC wiring diagrams. Our friend Dr. Z does a lot of great HVAC tutorials. So please feel free to check that out if you're relatively new in the industry. Okay, Kenny, that's it. Thanks to our sponsors, EasyIO and DG Logics, and we will see you next week.
Indeed.